Welcome to or welcome back to my chronically cozy life. My name is Randy and this is my channel where I share my life managing chronic pain and illness. So today we're just hanging out at home with the puppies. We got some work to do and my first priority is to do some exercise. My health right now is the biggest priority because I have not been feeling good at all lately. Yesterday I took the dogs for a walk, all 3 dogs. It was a lot. I didn't like it. So today I'm going to get on my mat and work out. All the puppies think it's time to play every time I get down to the ground, despite the fact that I keep telling them it's not. This is Nola, my mom's precious little baby Pomeranian, and this is Kilo, her old boy Pomeranian. Hey, no, he's just old. You don't need to. And I'm sure if you've been here before, you know Satchmo. They will make this difficult. So right now, as far as health goes, I'm really working on increasing my activity levels and building my strength. I'm trying to add more walks into the days. But right now it is a little difficult because it's very cold out and I have all 3 dogs and they are very difficult to walk together. Yeah, so I am trying to make more of a point of getting onto my mat and doing some exercises. If you haven't been around for a while, I am hypermobile, which means all of my joints, including the joints that are not supposed to move very much, move a little bit more outside of where they're supposed to sit than they do. For a lot of us, that means that we are very flexible. And I am fairly flexible, or at least I was very flexible. But over the years, because of this hyper flexibility that I have, my muscles in turn have gotten very stiff, and it is very easy for me to injure myself when I am exercising. So pacing is really important for me. Making sure that I'm working in my modifications is really important for me. I actually went back to school and became a personal trainer to learn how to do all of this because there was just nobody that could ever really help me. I'm still trying to work on it, but it is very difficult. So I've got a very basic workout right now. I'm going to update this. I did manage to get my workout in twice last week, so I was pretty proud of that. So hopefully I can do the same thing this week. And a few more WALKs. Stop looking at me like that. All right, I'm going to rewrite my workout, replan it, rework it to what I'm feeling this week. And then I'm gonna get into it. So I'm re-listening to the second in the Fourth Wing series, Iron Flame, and I've already got Onyx Storm downloaded onto my phone, and I can't wait to listen to it. I'm so excited. But I have to finish the second one. I have to do the rereads. First of all, I have a horrible memory because brain fog and ADHD, and I smoke a lot of pot. So I have a horrible memory. So I don't remember all the details. Like I remember the feeling that the book gave me and that I liked it and that I liked the characters and all that. But like, I don't remember the details. So I'm like re-listening, and life keeps getting in the way. But now that I'm done my workout, which I'm pretty proud of myself for doing all of, I'm feeling pretty good today. So we'll see if doing all of that workout backfires and I end up not feeling good. But for now, I'm feeling good, feeling a little stronger. I'm feeling very hungry, and I've got a little tidying up to do. I like to start my day by getting my house in order, because I'm the kind of person, I have the kind of ADHD that cannot function when it's messy, and I can listen to my book while I clean, so obviously. So I'm gonna eat some, I'm going to clean the house, put away some laundry, and then I guess we'll get to work. Hey, so we are back in the office now. My house is as clean as it's gonna get. And I'm at 78% on my book now. And I love this book has so much adventure and so much excitement that it's so hard to put it away. But life and work and whatever. And I'm already listening to it at 1.5 speed. Because I cannot listen to it at regular speed. It sounds like they are talking in slow motion. I can't deal with it. today I've had a new blog post go out, so I need to do some promotion of it. I've already done a few of the things while I was sitting on the couch this morning. So I need to do a little bit of that. I'm thinking I'm going to write another blog post. I had something else to do. I'm gonna pull out my planner here. Okay, so if you haven't seen it yet, this is my new Cozy Life Quest Planner. I've done a couple tours of it in other videos, and you can see it in my 2025 goals video. I'll link them. I'll link them below and all over the place. And you can also get this for free because I like y'all. And it's super cute. There's my little January spread. Super cute. Okay, so let's update it. Okay, I think I've got my day figured out. I'm going to do the few things for the blog promo that I need to do. I'll drop the newest blog down below as well. I'm going to write a new blog, and I'm going to work on some blog templates. So currently my big goals career-wise are monetizing my blog and hopefully my channel. And I'm also working on becoming a freelance writer, content writer. So the blog templates are for the freelance writing. I want to have like some products or some templates that I can kind of sell along with my services because more money. So that's what I'm going to work on today. Yeah, lots of blog stuff. In case you haven't checked it out yet, here is my blog. It's a lovely little blog. Here is the newest post, and I also sell my digital products, and of course I've got it connected to my YouTube. I blog mostly about chronic pain and illness and managing life and health and work with a chronic pain and illness. So please do check it out. I'm currently very torn because obviously I'm trying to monetize the blog, but I really don't want to have ads because I find that every time I go to a blog with a bunch of ads, I just get so frustrated with them because it always ruins the way the whole thing works. It makes everything slow. So I don't really want to have ads, but there are other ways to monetize a blog. So I'm trying to focus on those things right now. But more than anything, I need the views. I need the views and the numbers so that I can tell other brands and stuff those numbers, and maybe get some sponsored posts, do some review posts. I'd love to do that. I do some affiliate product stuff. Yeah, so we're working on that right now. Okay, so first step of promoting my blog is to send it out to my newsletter, which you can join by going to the link below. I try to send out about 2 a week, and usually like one for the blog that I post that week and one for the video on YouTube that I post that week, and mostly just share what I have going on. Next step is to create some Pinterest graphics for it, because Pinterest is one of the best ways to get more people to your blog. I'm struggling a little bit right now because a couple months ago I decided I had one website that was both my professional and personal, and I wanted to have 2 different websites, one for my professional freelance writing and business stuff, and then the other one for my blog. And my views were fairly good before I switched. They weren't amazing, but they were fairly good. And I had a lot of Pinterest pins linked to it. So when I switched it over, I had to go through and edit a bunch of those, and like the ones that I didn't edit, I like just had to delete because I didn't have that blog up there yet. I also had to move all of the blogs from the old website to the new one, and I didn't move all of them because I didn't want all of them. Like some of them weren't really the focus I was going for anymore. So it's been a lot of work, and now I feel like I'm like still trying to play like a little bit of catch up, I guess, to get back on track with it all. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to do some Pinterest pins here and schedule them out, do a little bit more pinning because it's good for the algorithm on Pinterest. I'm still learning Pinterest, like how to actually use it to do more than just collect ideas that you're never going to do. So I am still in the process of learning that one, along with a lot of the other things that I am adding to my skills repertoire, like we're gonna SEO, which is like probably the most boring thing to learn about ever, but very necessary when it comes to having a website and a blog. I love writing, but so much of what goes along with said writing is very exhausting. So it's hard sometimes. Not exhausting, just very boring. I love Canva. Canva is an amazing program. Thank you to whoever it was that created it. I am aware that they are not perfect by any means, as most of these programs are not. Oh, speaking of that, while I'm just clicking away here, let's talk about social media, because I'm struggling with social media these days. I'm struggling with a lot of things, but let's not judge. Social media right now is feeling really, really icky. I don't know. Are you feeling it? Let me know if you're feeling this too. Let me know if I'm not alone. But just in general, social media just feels icky lately. Like all of the, like, so the apps themselves and their owners, the CEOs that do not deserve the positions that they're in because they're just kind of people. And I just would like less of that. And them trying to make all these changes that nobody's asking for. No one's asking for like 99% of these changes. So why? Why do they keep doing it? Why do they keep adding all of these like extra things? And they change the grid on Instagram, and then bringing that TikTok shutdown. Like I'm Canadian, if you didn't know. So technically it didn't affect me, but also, and I hope Americans know this, all of it somehow affects us. Always. It always ends up affecting us somehow. So for like a minute, I was really stressed that I was losing half of my friends and half of the people that I follow and half of the community that I've built, and they were no longer going to be there. And so like, that's sad, and that would suck. I was also a little worried because I'm like just over the 1,000 followers mark, that when they like took them all away, that I would lose the followers, which I know sounds like, whatever followers, but like you have to be over that 1,000 follower mark to be able to like show your links. And without being able to show my links, there's no real point in me being able to, in me talking about my blog, which is the main reason why I use social media, because I want to, because I like following people and I like doing the things. And so I like TikTok. I love TikTok, and I was really upset that it was going to change, and I don't like change in general. So I was very upset about that, and it was very stressful. And then also the orange guy was coming into play, and if you don't think that affects us, you're wrong. He affects us a lot. It's a lot. So like all of those things, and like it's just like also centered around social media, which is like one of these things where people are like, people don't take creators seriously.
And they're always like scoffed at for like having a creator job, which is silly, because then all of a sudden they're like all focused on these creators and content and the social media apps. And these apps, like the owners of these apps, the CEOs of these apps are some of the richest people in the world. They are the richest people in the world, these people that own these apps. And so they have a lot of control, and then like also nobody takes it seriously. And I think that's so silly. So yeah, it's just all been feeling really frustrating lately. I enjoy using YouTube and creating for YouTube. And I enjoy the fact that there is a possibility, if I can get enough people to come hang out with me here, that I do have a chance of being monetized. Whereas, and I think it's Canada's fault, I don't have a chance of being monetized on TikTok, and I only really have a chance of being monetized on Instagram if I want to play along with all of their rules and if I get brand sponsorships, because Instagram is not going to be paying me for the content. So why the fuck do I want to make this content? Because they're not going to... I try to focus on making it because I like making it, because it's fun, because I like sharing the experiences with people, and it's a lot. Why is it so much? Yeah, so I'm trying to focus on creating content for my blog, for my YouTube, for my email list, all those places where, like, I mean, the algorithm's a problem on YouTube, I'm sure, but like, I don't actually know what kind of problem it is at the moment. I don't know the YouTube algorithm very well. I think that's the thing I'm gonna have to learn eventually. It's I need to learn how to YouTube properly, just to make myself sound older than I am. Okay, also, while I'm on a roll of complaining about things, freaking AI these days. AI is driving me bonkers. First of all, it's literally taking my jobs. I never thought that I would be one of those people who was all upset because the robots were taking my jobs. Because I thought that as a writer, creativity in the human brain would be the thing that we would want. You know, you would think that would be the priority, but no. Everybody's freaking using AI these days, and like, they keep making more and more AI options too. And so now it's just like fully taking over. Like every program I use, including Canva, which I really do love, keeps asking me if I want to use AI as well. And like, it's freaking all over the place, and it's so frustrating, and I'm so over it. So yesterday I was on LinkedIn, which I was already unhappy about, because I don't know, if you spend time on LinkedIn, you'll understand. And they have this option to, you know, it was like an automatic status update of saying that you're looking for work. And as soon as I posted that, I got five freaking AI bots pop up. And I knew they were AI right away because they popped up as soon as I pushed that button. But like, also, I knew they were AI because the writing, like that ability to have that conversation is just not there. It just sounded like you were talking to a robot. It read like you were talking to a robot. And then so I asked them, I asked two of them if they were a person or a robot, and they both replied with the same thing, and it said, LOL, I'm a person, not a robot. Why would you think that? I'm like, I don't know, because you have clearly like set out answers to answer all of these things, and and so like I'm wondering, like, oh my gosh, like how many people don't know? How many people don't realize that they're freaking talking to a robot? How many people sent their resumes off to these things to get updated and whatever, and they didn't like know that they were sending them to AI? And that terrifies me. But like, also, just why do I have to sift through what is and isn't a robot while I'm looking for a job? So many jobs too are so like scammy and like clearly like, and also focused on, like, if you go I want to, search for jobs for content writing or freelance writing or copywriting, and you will get a whole list of jobs as an AI trainer. Anyways, Pinterest posts scheduled. I'll do some more of those tomorrow, maybe for some other posts. Email is sent. I've posted it to Facebook, which I also don't like using, but I do because it connects you with people. I posted it to Instagram and to my stories. Yeah, those are the main ones. Okay. One of my biggest struggles working for myself and running my blog is I have to make a lot of decisions, and I don't struggle to come up with ideas for blog posts, because currently you can see this is my idea list of things that I want to write. I don't struggle with coming up with ideas of what I want to write. I do struggle with picking the one that I want to write. So I'm going to roll the dice. Pulled out a couple dice a while ago because I was like, I just can't make decisions. So a little dice. I've got 4 different pillars here, so I'm going to roll first to pick the pillar. 4, work. I have 6 there, perfect. 4 again. Ooh, today we are going to write a blog post about advocating for yourself at work. Before I get into writing, I'm going to do a little bit of research, do a little bit of reading around what other people are saying, and search for what kind of questions people are actually asking, because that's a big point that you want to focus on when you're writing new blogs and when you really want people to find your blogs, is think about the questions that people are asking about your topic, because that's what they're going to go and search for, and that's what's going to come up on Google. So I'm going to do some research, do some keyword planning, work on the layout, maybe get another snack. Oh, it's only 11. I think I'm going to smoke a little bit more. While we're on the rant of AI, Google, get rid of this. We don't need this. What we need is for them to go to the websites down there. Stop this. Okay, so I've got my draft done. It's really nice when you're writing about stuff that you know and stuff that you have experience with. It just flows. I love it. And I like writing blog posts, and I have a really good process to it. So that actually didn't take that long. It's only 12:45. So we're doing pretty good. I don't feel like publishing it though today, or doing the whole thing to put it up on the website. So I'm just going to leave that to the side for now. Maybe do a reread of it tomorrow and post it up then. I'm going to take a bit of a break from working, get up and move my body a little bit, get some foods. What did I say I was going to do? I did the blog promotion, I did the blog writing, and now I want to create some blogging templates that I can possibly sell. But that's going to take a lot more research than actual creation at the moment, because it's something I'm just starting to look into. And I don't even know if it's a thing that'll work. I don't know if people would use blogging templates or if I can make them. But I've seen I have seen them available, so it's got to be possible. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. So I think my phone stopped recording somewhere in the middle of playing with my puppies. And then it told me that its storage was full, and I was like, how could it even be full? And then I remembered that I take a ridiculous amount of like stupid little videos and pictures, and oh my gosh, I have so many pictures of the puppies right now, and I had a whole half-attempted YouTube video on there. But though I actually think I might edit that video. Because honestly, like, as much as I feel like it was a bit of a failure, I think that I need to honor the fact that it was a failure because of, you know, all of the reasons why I make this channel. Like, this is why I do it, is to normalize the fact that sometimes chronic illness gets in the way and sometimes you have to do things a little bit differently. So I think it would be silly to not post the video of when a day goes poorly because of my chronic illness. So, had to upload that onto the computer off of my phone and to go through and delete a whole bunch of stuff. And then in the process of doing that, I opened Instagram, always regretted, to learn that after spending all that time writing a blog on advocating for yourself at work, for your disabilities and or chronic illnesses, and stating in that blog that your rights are protected, and then opened my phone to find out that those rights might not be protected. I haven't done enough research yet. I know that rights of people of color and of different gender and sexual orientation are not protected. Now, God, I can't even say that. That just, And I don't know yet how it affects people with disabilities and chronic illnesses, and I just can't with the world today. Here I am trying to like run my little like content writing business while the world is just fucking falling apart. And like, I could use my writing abilities, I guess, to like talk more about that, but that just sounds really exhausting and depressing. And it's super beneficial, and anybody that can do that should do it because they're super useful and because proper information needs to be spread. Correct information needs to be spread. And awareness needs to be built, but I don't know if I can do that. Do I post the blog post as is, or do I wait to see if it changes? If I have to now look into how someone might advocate for themselves at work if they're not protected by rights. And again, for anyone that says this is happening in America and you're Canadian, our fucking politicians are watching them. They're watching them and they're taking ideas. And they don't disagree with the American politicians on a whole. That was super upsetting. I might just go back to playing with the puppies, playing video games, or I don't know. I need a job. I need to not be part of the world. I run away to the mountains. Can't even. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to carry on with my previous plans, because what else do I even do? I don't even know. I feel like this is happening a lot lately. I'm like, yeah, gung-ho, we'll do things. And then something just happens and I'm like, why are we even bothering? What is the point of life? Existential crises? I'm having an existential crisis. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to working, I suppose. I'm also going to be watching Smallville, because Smallville is making me happy right now, because it's distracting at the very least. Okay, you know what I think this you know what I think is like the craziest part about everything that's happening? Every time I watch TV lately, I feel like I hear these messages of how we were supposed to have done better. And like all of these messages that really point out the things in the world that are wrong, and how, you know, if we all stand up to it, we can do better. And if good stands up against evil, good will win, blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't feel like people are watching enough TV or movies. And I don't think that's right, but like, are they just not taking in the same messages from them that I'm taking? It's like, I was reading the other day, someone was commenting, someone on, it was either Bookstagram or Book Talk or whatever, and they were upset because somebody had told them to keep politics out of their platform because they talk about books and politics have nothing to do with books. And all I can think is that like literally every book I've read has had something to do with politics, like whether it was a, made up fantasy scenario or something based off of like real life and history. It always has something to do with politics. Politics has something to do with everything. So how are we not learning the lessons from all of this content that we're taking in, all of these movies and TV shows and books? How are we not taking in any of the lessons of that? Just, I don't know, my mind is just currently blown.
It all makes sense now. See, I thought you were obsessed with me. It's not about me at all, it's about Lana.
Well, it is 3:30 now. I have done a decent amount of work today, I think. Some of it might be ruined by the stupid government, but whatever. Anyways, I've collected some ideas and tips on how to make some blog templates, so I think I'm going to work on that tomorrow and do that. I think now my body is kind of screaming at me to not be sitting up in a chair anymore, because my joints are all hypermobile and I don't have the muscles to sustain them. They get very tired from sitting up all day. So I'm going to move to somewhere where I can lay back a little bit more. And I think I might work on my embroidery project, because I haven't worked on that in a while. And I feel like today has made me sad a little bit, so I'm going to do that to make myself feel happier. And cuddle with some puppies. So that's going to be the end of our little video today. I will take some quick shots of what I'm working on as we end it here, but I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please make sure that you give this video a like, leave me some comments. I love to hear from you guys. I love to hear just that anything that I've been talking about connects with you guys. So if you can leave me a little comment. That would be really nice. And of course, hit subscribe if you want to stay connected and see more videos. I will also drop all the links below for my blog and my newsletter and all of those other things. And so hopefully I will see you there as well. I'm gonna go get cozy now.